Happy Friday, everybody. We've made it to the end of the week.
Yes, we have.
Woo.
Yes.
How you doing, Mr. Firefighter Tim?
I'm good. Long
yes.
Hot.
Hot. It's been hot, but it's going to be a nice weekend.
Yes.
So that's going to be good. But
yeah.
this is a recipe that you're going to be making for us today. You've not done yet.
No, that's kind of been the thing I'm doing lately.
This is improvisational Firefighter
like
Tim.
Just swinging it here and
Yeah.
seeing how it turns out.
Yeah.
So, well, it's summertime. I kind of want to have that summer vibe. I did pineapples, I think, time ago. I made like a pineapple salad, and I was like kind of into them. Bromelain, great for anti-inflammatory. So, a healthy fruit can, have some anti-inflammatory properties. So we might as well do that.
Let's
so
do
we're going to
it.
start.
What
So
you
I've got a
got?
glaze. So first thing to start with, some fresh squeezed pineapple juice and some chunks of pineapple. That's about a 1/4 cup or a little bit more.
Okay.
We've got some, like 2 tablespoons grated garlic. So we'll put that in there.
And this is going to be like
3
a sauce, like a glaze or so,
this
right?
is I'm going to marinate them in it. And then you can also make this, and then like what I've done over here is then kind of glaze them in it afterwards. So we've got some ketchup there, and then honey. This is actually from my father-in-law, this Eagle Creek, this honey, they actually do the bees on my father-in-law's farm.
Oh, so cool.
So it's pretty cool. So these are from Teresa's dad's farm.
Neat.
So some honey, and that looks, that's the perfect amount. And so then we talked about soy, but instead of soy, which you can use soy, either one, I used coconut aminos, if you're familiar with them, just a little different, a little healthier, and then so coconut aminos, and you're going to want to use a 1/4 cup of coconut aminos.
Tastes very much the same. We have something similar to that at our house too, and that's what we use.
Yep, coconut aminos. There we go, and then a little
Worcestershire. I know, it's a tough one to say. Right? Just say it real fast.
Yeah,
this mixture here have you done this mixture before, or is this all just?
No, I just sort of I made it up.
You're winging it.
Yeah,
I love that.
So
that takes such guts just to.
We just go with it. So, they're all flavors that I know.
I've had flops before.
I've had some flops, but I know they all work, right? I mean, I feel like these are all flavors that work pretty well.
I think so,
some
too.
crushed red pepper flakes.
I feel like you can't go wrong with any of that, right? Together.
Well, it's a good thing Randy Ollis is not here today, because if it were to be a flop, and I'm not predicting that it will be, he wouldn't pretend he liked it.
Well, that's all right. I expect that. I want Randy
man.
not to. So we kind of did an infusion there, because we did some Tony Sachet Creole seasoning, and then some Jamaican seasoning.
I love all of this so far.
So we're going to mix that together, and then obviously a little bit of chili powder and Hungarian paprika.
Of course.
Because where would I be without my paprika? So we get that all mixed together. George, if you don't mind, I've got chicken thighs in the fridge. I forgot to get those out.
All right.
If you want to get those out for me, they're sitting on a plate. And so basically, the longer too you can marinate this, the better I think it'll be.
Yeah, you think overnight or a few hours?
I did the ones we're going to eat overnight.
Okay.
So we're just going to stick those in there, but these we'll do a little shorter, and then we'll get out the finished product here in 1 second. So these are not going to marinate as long, but that's all right. So these, I would just stick them in here, and they would marinate overnight and all this goodness and get all that on them. But for the sake of TV, we're going to take these right over here and plop them on there, because we want to hear that sound.
Right.
That makes some good action for TV, the sizzle. So, and then we can pour a little bit of this. So then what we're going to do, we're going to sizzle, or put those there. And then I'm going to add, throw all those gloves off, I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder just to the top of those while they're sizzling. And a little more Hungarian paprika. And then also a little more of that Jamaican and Creole seasoning. So, and then what we're going to do is we're going to flip those after a few minutes, sear both sides, then we'll pour a little bit more of this glaze in there and let them cook for 25 or 30 minutes.
I like that.
So if you want to hand me those, we've got a finished product.
Ooh.
I like the idea of continuing to ladle the sauce over them.
Yeah, and so that's what I did is then I have a
Incorporate
second
it.
sauce that I made, and then I've just simmered it so it gets a little thicker. And then these browned up a little bit, but if you want to...
Ooh, these look good.
You know what I forgot? That'll work.
That'll work? Oh, spatula?
Or whatever, I mean, just to get these out. So then we're going to... And then I also have some coconut rice, which George confessed he doesn't like coconut.
Oh,
That's
I don't
all
like the flakes, but I
don't
like the flavor.
the texture, but I like the flavor. That's
Me
how I
too.
am.
Okay, all right.
So then we're going to lay one of those right there, and then we'll take a little bit of the sauce
Oh, yeah, I like that.
that we have left over, and we'll ladle that over the
Drizzle it
top
on
of it.
top.
So,
Good
if
stuff.
anybody wants to try, Amber, if you want to,
let me grab something.
be the
the little guinea pig.
guinea pig for me, and
Tell
I
you
will
what,
too.
I'm going to grab 2 so George can try as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I will do the same with this one right here. Oh, no, I won't because that's hot on my fingers. So I will not do that without a fork.
That's a little warm.
It is warm. It's coming out of the oven, so. And you guys can say how we...
oh, man. Dude, that's delicious.
No, this
delicious.
one did marinate overnight, or not?
Yes, it did marinate. I marinated. I put it in about 10 o'clock last night. And then when I got here this morning, I cooked it on the stove. And
that chicken's moist.
It's just
and
very
that's the
tender.
other key. The trick is I use a lot of boneless, skinless chicken thighs because I can't mess them up. Like, I feel like I could stick them in the oven at 700 degrees for 5 hours. You'd pull it out and it'd be moist. No,
That's
don't really do
good.
that. They wouldn't be moist. But I really do, so.
No, nice work. That all incorporates so well together.